Hi, I'm David Trees. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm David Trees. Nice to meet you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your valuable resource of your time with me. I am married to Colleen, have been for 30 plus years, and we have three sons ranging from 28 years of age to 17 years of age. Recently, we moved to Wiradjuri country in a little village called Rosewood, which is kind of just near Tumbarumba and about 90 kilometres southeast of Wagga. And it's very quiet compared to where we came from, which was Lake Macquarie, and about 250 and about 220,000 people. We've come to a village of 156 people, and I'm not sure if that includes the cats and dogs. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But it's a different way of life. It's, as my son recently said to me, "Dad, it's so peaceful here. I love it." And that's really strange coming from a teenager, isn't it? But yeah, we love it here, and the people are great, and they've embraced us. And we joined the Resilient Towns Planning Committee. I did, sorry. And I'm really enjoying hearing all the different life experiences, because this area here was devastated by fires. We're surrounded by state forest here in Rosewood, and I know it's kind of ironic, Rosewood, David Trees, but that's just one of those mysteries of life, isn't it? And the forests were devastated, and the timber production industry was hit pretty hard, but they bounced back, and things are getting better. And that's what resilience is about, isn't it? Being able to be in a community and have lots of inventive minds who can come up with ways to improve the society in which we live. And that's part of what the ARLF does. I've got approximately about 30 years coaching, training, mentoring, and personal development experience in a variety of contexts. And I've been so fortunate to have lived in three great countries: Papua New Guinea, born in Australia, and I lived in Europe, in the UK. When it was still in Europe, it's not anymore, is it? In Manchester, actually, mighty Manchester. And in those places, I saw how when people focused on a goal or on a program that they could really lock into, I developed a little program called Live the Dream, Don't Just Talk About It, to help people who, in our area, which was a little bit socio and not economically deprived, people with literacy and numeracy issues, or people who just didn't have confidence, develop businesses and enterprises and charities and all sorts of projects. They lost weight from the program, which I never ever expected, using this 4-step process that I have invented, or I've utilized. I haven't invented it; it's always there. But they stretch themselves, and it's that kind of a stretch that I'm doing here, because I really don't like being on video. I don't like photographs that much. I'm okay to speak in front of people. Have done, spoke in front of many big crowds, and but being videoed, I'm just not comfortable. But a stretch is what happens if you want to break out of your comfort zone and achieve something greater than you've ever achieved before. And I think the ARLF is a great place to do that. I had a great mentee last year, and I felt mentored by him at different times through his life stories and experiences. And he was a Victorian, I was from New South Wales, so there's a little bit of banter backwards and forwards as expected. But, I want to invite you to consider joining the next intake of mentors or mentees, because the more we stretch ourselves, the more resilient we become financially and in every possible way, not relying on government grants, but to develop the backbone of Australia, which has always been small to medium enterprises and rural industries. I'm not on a farm, I live in the town, but I meet a lot of farmers through the little enterprise that I run, gardening maintenance. And I'm now mentoring my son, so I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk, and mentoring him in business processes and practices and skills, giving him some skills. And so I invite you to consider, please, using your time to develop your life and improve your world. My goal is to reach 1 million people by the time I'm 80. I turn 60 in April. I want to influence 1 million people, and my motto is to influence influencers to influence their world. And I hope in a small way I've influenced you today. So I wish you every success. I wish your family good health and good well-being. And I look forward to maybe catching up with you on one of our Zoom calls within the ARLF in the days ahead. Thank you very much. All the very best.